Well, one of the things that has come to mind for me is that I started shooting in support of reconciliation. And I live in the hood, pretty much. It makes sense to me that maybe I should start talking to, like they say on Sesame Street, who are the people in your neighborhood? Because I'm here. I'm ground zero. I live where other people live. And a lot of them are homeless. That doesn't mean they're bad people or whatever. That means they've had rough times or whatever. And I keep thinking, what can I do about it? And actually, from the U.S. election that's going on, a lot of talk about, it's about we're all people. We need to be good to our neighbors. And I see a lot of good people around here.
Sorry.
No worries. How are you?
You good?
Oh yeah, all good. People in your neighborhood. Anyway, there you go. Good people. Check and make sure I'm okay. That's considerate. That's great, And I just wonder what it would be like to introduce the people that I bump into in my neighborhood and let them, give them a voice, let them speak their truth, their lived experiences. So that's what this is going to be all about. It'll be interesting. I hope I can keep up with the editing. Probably won't be out as much in the winter, but there will be people and they'll be suffering in the cold with no home. I mean, don't we all say, how do they live? And you know what? From what I can tell, they live for a while, but if they don't get some outreach, some support, some help, they won't live for very long. It's a tough, tough life. Anyways, more on that later.
I've lived in a neighborhood for a bit now. I find it pretty, I love people and everyone, the young, everybody basically. I hate to be found at a prejudice or against anybody. And I see a lot of it going on. It comes from the police, from whoever. I really wish that, we'd all work together and see where we're at, build a community, find our young ones and build positive roles for them. Because it's them that's going to be running the future, and they need this. Because they're seeing a lot of negativity that is probably hurting their guidance as they're growing. So hopefully we'll find ways for them to be real and honest and straight up and help our community to grow.
Can I ask you what your thoughts are about reconciliation?
Reconciliation.
What does it mean to you?
To me, it means to work along with all resources that I may have, such as the library, the police, have the community work together as a positive role. And to me, I don't have very much of that. It's pretty hard to roll around, and lucky to have a friend with me today, push me around. I have babies that live in the community, and that's one of the things that I really want to be a part of is their life, but they're kind of a little bit out, I guess, and hopefully things would get better someday. But our people as a whole, the reconciliation still needs a lot of work, because once we have that, we'll have the world.
Well, I really appreciate you saying that, because to me, I'm upset that as I went through high school and public school, I didn't know anything about the way First Nations people were treated. And to me, that should have been up front and center, you know. But moving on, reconciliation, like, I'm like I know nothing kind of white guy, and I can speak for a lot of people. I don't know what I could do. So I wonder what your thoughts are on what other people like me that don't really know much about the cultural differences or your, you know, the way things go for you in life. What can make your life better, and what can these other people maybe do?
Well, for starters, community responsibility of everyone. It's everyone's job to be a part of it, and I'd love to see reconciliation or reconciliation for our people to, I don't know, build positive roles amongst each other. And that's kind of hard. Somebody just got to step out and be there. It's like you're doing now. Like,
to be honest, I've been trying to figure out what to do for the past 10 years, and I just realized that all these people are around me, and I don't hardly ever talk to them. I know there's all these misconceptions and fears, but the truth is, just like you guys, we just bumped into each other, right? We're just your average people, right? What's wrong with talking to each other? I absolutely agree with you. Just step out.
Excuse me, sorry. I don't see anything wrong with talking with each other, but be comfortable with each other, and being able to say what you really want to say instead of, you know, hiding behind the shadows that aren't even there.
Yeah.
They're put in there with a conception or a thought of negativity, both on my part and your part, of how our relationships are developed. Now, the only way to make the world a better place is to build those relationships and hopefully move forward with each other to grow. And I don't know, seeing the babies out there, the kids, that's one of the most important things to build, I think. Have them feel comfortable with their own community. And a lot of times it has to do with food or whatever, like lower class or whatever. But really, it doesn't really matter, because we're all people. We should all be loved.
One last question.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts you'd like to give to the people that watch this?
To love and be loved. Have a good day.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Thank you.